You know when you have big images and they start to flicker and everything just bounces off the wall? We'll try to mitigate that by first loading a small image and then lazy load the big actual image. And we'll do this in Next.js with React stuff. You're watching DevTips with me, David, and
I need to address my energy levels, otherwise people will think I'm dead.
This episode is sponsored by Forklift. Thank you, Forklift. If you're a web developer, you often have to modify code and connect your servers to upload and download files. Forklift is a file manager and transfer client for macOS, which supports a lot of protocols and lets you mount remote servers as local disks. Forklift's synclet function makes it only a mouse click to update modified files. The integrated Git support makes working in teams super easy. Check out Forklift at binarynights.com, and if you use the coupon code DevTips, you will get 50% off. Thank you, Binary Nights and Forklift. How are you?
I am shit today, thank you. I've slept the most horribly, and then I due to calendar mess ups, I didn't realize that we were shooting today. I just saw that it was it just said stand up in the calendar, and I was like, yeah, I'm ready now. And then we're gonna shoot, and I'm like, oh god damn it, I haven't even done my hair.
So, you know that I've been doing some SEO gigs. Yeah. And in search engine optimization, SEO is very vital to have a fast performing website. Yeah. And if you're working with editors and editors are using images from everywhere and they have an interface and then just upload them, they can often turn into pretty horrible big files.
What do you mean by editors?
People writing texts and articles, editors.
Oh, you meant humans.
Humans.
All right. Editors, that's a tool.
Humans upload images. So let me show you what happens. I have this mobile site, which is basically, it says Norway, has an image from Norway by this girl, Jarand Løkeland from Unsplash. Yep. So editors use Unsplash to use images. When internet is working for me, it's pretty fast. So we have to simulate that I don't have fast internet. And by checking this in the network tab in Chrome, by checking disable cache, we just say that I don't have anything cached. And then you can use here, this is default, it says online, but we can throttle it to simulate that we're on a fast 3G or a slow 3G connection. Yeah. So we'll go for fast 3G. And when I do that and I reload, you know that flickering thing, that first the button was here.
Yeah, it jumped.
It jumped. So now it's here and then whoops, down there. Yep. I hate that.
Yeah, that's super annoying.
And now this image is 2.4 megabytes. So it's loading really, really, really slow.
And what connection was it again? 3G?
Fast 3G.
All right. Yeah, that's a huge picture then.
Yeah, it's a huge picture, and it's not meant for mobile, but the editor just uploaded it, and we'll just have to deal with it. And you can deal with that in different ways. But even if you have an optimized image, it can still be this pretty that it takes a while. It won't take 30 seconds like in this case, but it will still take a while. So what I built is just a basic Next.js app, and I will just walk you through it very quickly. It doesn't have much right now. So basically, are you in the index.js? Yep.
I am.
You see here.
I'm here.
I basically have different types of images. I have an original image, which is this big 2.4 megabyte. I have an optimized version using low quality, the low quality image placeholder. And then I have an SVG version, which is basically an SQuip, an SVG low quality image placeholder. Well, I can show you. So
okay.
Yeah, so the idea here is that we first render and show this 1.3K image and then lazy load the big one. And once that is loaded, it will replace this one. Okay. Wrap the image in a div.
Yeah, and so this is Next.js, but Next.js is sort of React, right? So I have to write class name.
Yes.
And image wrapper. Worst name.
So we have the class name here. Why don't you remove the image?
Like with some scripts?
No, just comment it out.
Okay. How do I actually
curly
do
brace
them?
bracket. Well, now that when we look at localhost in the web, it's just Norway and there's no image there.
Sure, awesome.
So we would like to have a placeholder container that has the same height as the image. How would you do that?
I'll start with some div, I suppose, and then we'll do some styling here. Maybe like
we can use the class. We can use the image wrapper. We have a CSS. If you open index.css.
I see. All right, I'm in it.
Write the image wrapper.
Cool, and then we like background image, and we need the.
We can just start with a color background.
Okay, but now let me I'll add that.
Cool.
And then some kind of. So we need to get the width from somewhere.
Yeah,
that's a bit tricky. Where would you get that?
So the width will be 100% because we want to stay in the container. We're in a class container. I'm using some kind of minimal, like a bootstrap-ish thing. So just do the width 100%. Here we have to have colons.
Yeah.
But when we have the width, what is
this seems weird to me. Like setting the width of the image wrapper, wouldn't that make the image wrapper like 100% of the page width or something?
No, it will be 100% of the thing that it's contained within.
Okay, yeah, so, sure. But isn't that the... Oh, that's the column.
Yeah, so the column.
Okay.
So we want to have the full width of the column.
All right,
so that's easy. But how do we get the height?
Yeah, because the height will now be 0. Like it will be basically that's the problem.
Yeah.
So we need to extract that with that height from the original, from the image somehow. Yes. Which seems weird because we haven't loaded the image yet.
Yes, that's a problem. But we do know one thing about the image because this is a basic image from a photographer.
Yeah.
So it has an aspect ratio.
Oh, okay.
So we know that this is like a vertically positioned. They had the camera like that and clicked.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So we store sort of that metadata about the image, like the.
We will just
aspect ratio.
For this example, we'll just assume that we know the aspect ratio.
All right. So in a real life scenario, perhaps you didn't know that, but then perhaps you would have to store like the size in the database or something.
You would probably have here in the CSS class, you would say that this is like a horizontal or vertical or quadratic image or something like that. Perhaps you would do that in your CMS, choose and have that rendered the correct class.
All right. But let's assume that this is a photography site so that we can cheat a little bit.
Yeah. So if I tell you that it is 3 by 2. Actually, it's 2 by 3 because it's the other way around. So the width is 2 and the height is 3.
Sure. I guess 150%?
Yes.
How does that... 150 of... Yeah.
Yeah.
How... Is that right?
I don't think this will work.
Hi.
You're right, but it's not right.
All right.
There is a CSS hack for this.
All right.
It's a pretty cool hack. So in CSS, the padding percentage is related to the size of the element or the style that you're doing. So you know that if I tell you that the padding's percentages are in relation to whatever whatever width you have.
No. Like I have to. First of all, David, you're moving too fast for me here. Like first of all, we have a build error here. Module not found error, can't resolve.
I think you should have to go back into the JS and fix it.
All right, I have some. Yeah, I created this style here. All right, let's see here. We have module. We still have the. Oh no, it says a.
Oh yeah, okay. So go back to the CSS. Wrap the URL in single quotes. Just make it a string. That will work. Fix this.
All right. So.
I think right.
Nope. Still broken. Still broken. It looks like a file system thing. We need to. Now it works.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because we're running a server, and then you can't use the dot. Like it's assumed as file system, kind of.
Okay, so when I check the localhost, it loads the file, but it doesn't render it. I don't know what height 100% would do here, because it has nothing. There is nothing here. I don't know how that would work. I wouldn't use height here.
No, it wouldn't. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So, but if you were to put like height 150 pixels, then it would probably work, I guess.
It's on 150 pixels. Yeah. Now it. Now that works.
Yeah, but that is not 150% of the width.
No, exactly.
Because the height is sort of like absolute terms. But we can use this trick where the padding is in relation to like the width.
Okay.
So this is a CSS. I don't know if this is by design or anything, but it's a hack.
All right.
So you can set a padding. You can set the padding bottom to 150%.
All right, so I'm setting padding bottom
and remove the height.
Yeah. Padding bottom to 150%.
Yeah.
What the shit? What?
Magic.
How does... Okay.
It's the hack.
Okay.
I don't know how it works, but it works. It's just something you pick up.
Let me just wrap my hand around this. So, padding, when you set that to a percentage, that will make use of the width.
Yeah. We can try it this way.
As a relation. So if I did 100%, this is going to be like the same as the width, and then it's going to be square.
Yeah.
That's such
and if you resize the square, you will see that it will work if you resize the viewport.
All right. I'm physically nauseous right now, David. Yeah. Like this is the worst. Like this is nobody will understand this ever. Like there's no chance that a person going like this, only like CSS pervs will know what this means. This is why people hate CSS.
We can give it a good class name, like image wrapper 2x3.
Like, and this is a hack, it works and stuff, but there's a culture among people writing CSS to never write comments. It's like you don't comment CSS for some reason.
I think we should comment this.
Yeah, otherwise like people would go crazy. Okay, let's just CSS is horrible. Yeah, now people will understand.
I will just add here 2:3 ratio forced. Okay.
God, this is gonna make me like I was feeling bad before, but now this is gonna make me feel angry all day. Like CSS. Oh, CSS is dreadful.
If I check here, I will change to fast 3G and reload here. It keeps the aspect ratio and then it loads the image. That's pretty nice.
It is.
And now we want it to actually load the proper image.
Okay, so we want it to load the proper image when it is loaded. So we need to... Are you thinking that we are going to do this with JavaScript?
Yes, because we are in JavaScript anyways. So this is where I've actually experimented, and I don't know what the correct way is because I'm not that good with React. So what I would do on an ordinary HTML is would do like window.onload.
Yeah.
And then I would run like new image, because then I know that it will like, after it's loaded everything, which will go super fast.
Yeah.
Then when it's done the DOM, then it will run window unload, and that would fetch a new image, and then I would have a callback that says, once the image has loaded, add it to the DOM.
Yeah.
Within the wrapper.
Like my initial, like my thought here is to just I was thinking that I would just add a componented mount or whatever it's called, and then start listening to the onload event of the...
Perhaps we can just do the did load, and just like when it has loaded, it can start fetching because we know that it will take a while for it to be fetched anyways. So we don't have to listen to anything. We can just do the componented mount, right?
Let's start with that.
Yeah.
It's just play around with it.
Yeah.
Come. Wow. And I would just like, I think it's like something like this.
Yes.
Do you stuff like an URL in here?
Do image.original.
Yeah, so it's like const image, and then...
Yeah, image source.
SRC, something like that. And then we grab the...
You can just do image.optimized.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah. Or you can do... Let's just do it like this. Image.optim.
Oh, yeah.
Original, because we want the big one.
Okay. And then we do the onload. Write a function.
So now I need to... So here I would just like query the DOM, like document.querySelector. But how would I do that in React? I guess that's not the way to do it. Or is it?
Good question.
Like, because we are within a component. Shouldn't we be able to like get the component stuff?
Yeah.
Like if we had an ID for this.
I was told like I was really like this would be one of those things where that I could answer like that while I was working in React, but right now I don't remember. Like, can't we just do document query selector and somebody in the comment is sure to point out how to do this properly?
Yep.
And we're looking for the image wrapper, right?
Yeah, we only have one, so it's easy. Dot.
And then once we have that, we want to set the SRC of that to...
We want to append a child to it, so we will just append the image. Because this image will be an HTML tag. It's an element.
But why don't we say... No, yeah, that's true, of course.
Because we want the wrapper to be there, and then we just add the image in it.
Why don't we use the background of the... Why don't we update the background image?
Perhaps you're right. Do that.
That would be like my... Okay, I want to try that first.
Yeah.
Can we do that? Style. This is probably not the right way to do it, but I'm doing this off the top of my head. Remember that. And we are setting that to the image.src, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but no, it's not a... I need to... Because it's...
oh, yeah.
It needs to be URL and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on. URL like
then
this.
template literal it.
Yeah, let's do that. Early. There we go. That, like this. Writing some code. And I'm gonna... use all the power of my keyboard. There we go. Something like that, perhaps. Wait. It actually worked.
Ah, yeah, but it didn't scale it. So we need to scale it. Oh, it worked. Background.
I was just...
There is one CSS trick here, or CSS. I think it's pretty new. And we can just do background size 100%. Because we want to have it, the background to just fit the entire thing.
Can we do that on the CSS? Because that will background.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that will apply work for both the placeholder and background says 100%. That's pretty slick. Let's see how that works.
Boom!
Oh, it worked.
So now let's try this with actually throttling it again. So let's go with fast 3G. Nothing. It gets the SVG. So I guess here it fetches everything from Next, and then it starts fetching. It takes 15 seconds before it actually starts to fetch this JPEG. That's quite a long time.
Yes.
And it hasn't finished. It finished in 29 seconds. Okay, I know it's a huge file, but this is what I wanted. But it just feels like, can we improve it some way? I guess this is the right way, because there is no way to get it earlier, right?
Component did mount will hit almost immediately.
Yeah.
Like component did mount happens like as soon as the DOM is ready. I mean, it's gonna be, hey, it's gonna be after React loads though.
Yeah.
So perhaps we could put like this, oh, that's tricky though.
Yeah,
like,
because we don't know what will be there, because if this would be any different route, we can't just load all the images on all the routes.
No, you know what? No, that's true.
I think this is the right way.
We could have loaded it before React, but
no, that doesn't feel right.
No.
No, I think this is the right way. But we could just to make it easier for the eye, I think we should add a background color to it.
All right, cool, background color, gray. Something like that. Whoops.
Colon.
Oh, it needs to be a string.
Semicolon.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah, now it's working. Fika! What did you learn?
All right, so I learned about this horrible CSS hack that padding is related to the width, and therefore we can use like this hack of padding bottom to be related to the width. Like, it's really hard to formulate this because it's so hacky.
What I love with CSS and the front end is how everything is just hacks to make you think that something is happening. So
sure.
By just having something, a placeholder, I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
So if I go here with a fast 3G, it's just like, I want to see something happening. Oh, it's a gray thing, then something happens, and then it's blurry, and then it's sort of like I'm sort of expecting to get something else. Oh, I just have to fix one thing in the CSS because I hate it. Image wrapper will have a margin bottom, 20 pixels, because it hurts my eyes that the button and everything is tied together.
I mean, the internet is just like this thing that it made out of duct tape and glue, and everything is just a hack on top of a hack on top of a hack.
Yeah.
Whenever I get anxious over a hack, I try to remember that a CPU is essentially a rock that we have fooled into thinking and then putting lightning inside of it. The universe is like not elegantly designed for our needs and CSS positioning. Everything is just like...
Check out Forklift at binarynice.com. Use the coupon code DevTips to get 50% off. You've been watching an episode of DevTips with me, David and MPJ over there. We release these every Friday morning at 0800 GMT. Figure out your own time zone. Write in the comments suggestions how you would sort this without padding bottom, and how we can improve the show, and what you thought about the episode. Until next video, have a good nice front-end hacky week. Bye.